In this video, we're going to be discussing CBD. What are the benefits? Are there any side effects? Is it legal? Can you pass a drug test while taking it? We'll answer these questions and many more coming up. If you're new around here, my name is John Kowaleski, and I'm the resident nutritionist for the Dad Bod Transformation Group on Facebook, a massive resource for motivation and support for guys just like you. Now, let's dive in. With the advancement of medical marijuana research and legalization in recent years, the plethora of wellness benefits contained in CBD has led the FDA to approve it as a nutritional supplement. CBD is just one of over 100 components that make up cannabis, and it's also the most abundant. However, unlike THC, cannabis oil, which is the long name for CBD, has no psychoactive properties. That simply means that it can't get you high. What it is capable of, however, is bonding to certain receptors in the body to affect a wide number of enhancement and relief benefits. There is actually a system in our body called the endocannabinoid system. It's made up of three components: cannabinoids, cannabinoid receptors, and special enzymes that break down both of the other components. The two receptors in the cannabinoid system are CBD1 and CBD2. The CBD1 receptors are found mostly in the brain and nerves of the spinal cord. They influence emotions and mood, thinking, appetite, coordination and movement, and how the mind perceives pain. CBD2 is the receptor more commonly found in the immune system and throughout other parts of the body. Its main functions affect inflammation and pain. When you compare the two, you can see why they both address issues with pain, so it's easy to see why that's one of the biggest selling points for the substance. If you're liking this video so far, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel and smack that thumb button for me. Now, let's jump back in. The funny thing is, CBD does not directly affect CBD1 or CBD2 receptors. Instead, it encourages our body to better utilize more of its own naturally occurring endocannabinoids. Our bodies have the ability to create endocannabinoids, and we can also absorb them from foods. However, our bodies do not always use them properly. By taking CBD oil, our endocannabinoid receptors are influenced to trigger a more effective utilization of our existing cannabinoids. This heightened level of activity triggers other important receptors within the body, such as adenosine, serotonin, and vanilloid. Adenosine is responsible for the main effects that people feel from using CBD, which is relaxation, improved sleep, and the reduction of inflammation. CBD has also been shown to increase serotonin production as well as to help our bodies utilize it more efficiently, which simply makes us feel better. Vanilloid helps to control body temperature and inflammation, which are closely related. If your core temperature is high, you're likely to have more inflammation than if it's low. This is why cold therapy has become so popular, because we're starting to realize how extreme cold can reduce chronic inflammation. There are many other conditions and ailments that can benefit from CBD use. It's effective in relieving chronic pain from conditions such as multiple sclerosis, arthritis, and fibromyalgia because it helps to alter the pain receptors in the brain. With the improvement of serotonin and adenosine utilization, people suffering from conditions such as PTSD, social anxiety disorder, and obsessive compulsive disorder also find relief. The reduction in chronic inflammation is also a benefit of cannabis oil use. Chronic inflammation has been shown in studies to contribute to heart disease, cancer, autoimmune disease, and Alzheimer's. It helps to relieve oxidative stress, a problem that's become more prevalent with the increasing environmental factors of toxicity and pollution. CBD use also helps to promote weight loss by increasing the number of mitochondria in cells, stimulating proteins that break down fat, and helping to regulate your blood sugar. It creates an environment that promotes healthy weight management. It has also been shown to reduce plaque buildup in arteries, lower blood pressure, and can even help reduce acne if used as a topical treatment. There are even studies that show benefits of cannabinoid use with cancer patients. The research, while nowhere near complete, is indicating that using CBD actually blocks the body's ability to steal nutrients from the bone to feed cancer cells. If you starve the cells, you slow the growth. Combine these findings with the studies on starving cancer cells by removing carbohydrates, and we may well be on our way to curing many types of cancer. Now, for the next question. Is it legal? In 2018, the federal government lifted its ban on the production of hemp. While the main cannabinoid in cannabis is THC, hemp is much richer in CBD and generally contains no more than 0.3% of THC. So as long as the CBD products you use meet the set guidelines, they are completely legal. Unless, of course, you live in Idaho, Nebraska, or South Dakota. Though Idaho and Nebraska are currently easing their stance, and there are even some counties in South Dakota where, despite the law, officials say they will not prosecute people for having CBD. But can you pass a drug test while taking CBD? The short answer is yes, if, and this is a big if, folks, the product you're using is pure CBD that's been manufactured from hemp. There are some caveats, however. Some companies' products contain more THC than they claim. These manufacturers are either making their products from cannabis rather than hemp, or purposely infusing THC into their products to make them seem more effective than competitors. Either practice can find you, the consumer, with a false positive that could potentially cost you a job or some other hardship. So how can you protect yourself? The first step is to do some research. Check into the company that you're planning on purchasing products from. As with any supplement, you want to make sure that they've submitted their products for third-party testing. A company that will not follow this practice usually has something to hide and should be avoided. Do a search for complaints from people who've received false positives on screenings after using the company's products. We live in a very social world, so it won't be hard to find. In summary, the benefits reaped from using CBD are almost too many to ignore. As research continues, more and more positive information comes to light about these amazing substances. Is it right for everyone? That's not for me to say. As with any supplement I discuss, I will always tell you to refer to a medical professional for specific advice concerning the addition of substances to your wellness regimen. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up and share it with a friend. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell so you get notified when new videos arrive. That'll do it for this one. I'll see you in the next video.